Now let us talk to the man we were just talking about, Leon Edwards. Rocky is here, coming off his big win over one RDA in the same location as Mark Goddard, in his car as well. Leon, how are you?
I am good, brother. How are you?
Hey, congratulations, my man. What a great performance. Was this the best one of the 8 fights? What do you think?
It's the biggest name.
Yeah.
RDA is a former world champion, so it's definitely the biggest name. So it's good. Good. I've been telling everyone, Ariel, I'm one of the best fighters in the world. So I'm just proving it fight by fight.
Are you starting to get the feeling that people are starting to listen to you, that they're starting to believe in what you're saying now?
I feel so. I feel my record speak for itself. I'm now on an 8-fight win streak, second most to the current champion Usman. So I feel that now that they're taking note, and slowly but surely they're clocking on.
Are you able to enjoy these victories, Leon? Because it seems like every time you fight, immediately it's like, okay,
what's next?
What's next? Well, a referendum on your character, a referendum on where you stand in the division, and should you get this guy, and should you fight for the belt, and why aren't you? Like, it's just like we can't just talk about the win. Are you able to enjoy it and ignore everything around, or does it get annoying as well?
It used to get annoying, but I have grown to enjoy my process. I have grown to enjoy my journey. So I'm enjoying this win. My last fight I didn't get to enjoy the win because of what happened backstage, but now I get to enjoy it. I just beat a former world champion in RDA, and I'm taking great knowledge from that fight and keep improving from that fight.
What a performance. I thought it was 5-0. Maybe you can make a case for the last round. At any point, did you feel in danger? At any point, did he hurt you? At any point, was he doing something that you didn't expect?
Not really. I am a student of the game. I knew everything he was going to throw. I knew once to take him down, what he was going to do. I could tell. I could read him like a book in there. So I was not surprised by anything. He's tough. Apart from that, that's about it. Skill wise, I all fight week I kept saying I am the better fighter here. I know he's probably got a better resume than me. He's a veteran of the game, but I am the better fighter. So I went out there and I get to prove it.
Yeah, that was something that really stood out to me in watching the fight. It did seem like you knew his move before he was going to do it. Like you were one step ahead of him, which was supremely impressive considering how tough RDA is. And, you know, like all of a sudden now you hear people say like, oh, he's old and stuff. He just beat Kevin Lee 2 months ago. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's a mad game. It's a mad game, Ariel. Yeah. Every time I win, there's an excuse. But when they like when I fought Vincent Luque, he was knocking everyone out. Then I beat him. I was knocking everyone out again. Then Gunnar Nelson, he beat Connery, whoever he beat. They didn't make another excuse. Gunnar Nelson, it wasn't all that. Then they beat Cowboy. He said Cowboy wasn't all that. They beat RDA, that's RDA and all that. So it's all excuses, Ariel. I take it in my stride. I enjoy it. I just keep winning, and that's all I keep doing. Just keep winning, and I'll get to that goal bout.
This is one of the more interesting 8-fight winning streaks in the history of the sport because you do have to try to get people behind you and puff your chest out. Why do you think it is taking people so long to get on your bandwagon?
I don't know what it is. I just do what I can do, Ariel. I focus on myself, and I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's probably because I'm not like hype on social media or whatever it is, but I do not know. Like I said, I control what I can control. I go out there, I beat the best in the world, I win, and they cannot deny me for much longer.
How did they treat you in Texas, in San Antonio?
It was beautiful. I loved it. I went out there for 2 weeks. Went out there a week early prior to the fight, and it was beautiful. The weather was nice. It was like 38. It's like one of the hottest I've been in, so it's good. The people was nice. The fans was nice, and I love the party again. It was a nice place.
I don't know if you know this, Leon, but I took a lot of heat last week because I compared you to the great NBA player Tim Duncan. I said you are the Tim Duncan of the UFC, and everyone got so mad at me. How dare you compare Leon Edwards to Tim Duncan? And then I see you met Tim Duncan afterwards. What was that like?
Oh, man.
There he is. Look at that picture. Did you, honestly now, did you know who he was?
I didn't have a clue, Ariel. Yeah, you mentioned it on your show. I asked my manager who he was, and I googled him, and then I found out he was a legend of the sport. So I didn't have a clue before that. But once I seen him at the fight, he was very nice, and he was a very humbled man, and he just told me congrats. He enjoyed the fight, and it was good. It was good to meet him.
You see, here's
And he's a big dude.
Oh, he's like 7'3". This is the thing that people are missing with my analogy. They say, "Oh, Leon Edwards never won a title, and Tim Duncan is a multiple-time champion." But here's the difference: in his sport, all you have to do is win to get the title. In your sport, you're dealing with politics. Who's to say you want to be champion already? So these people, I'm talking about your personality, the fact that you win, you're not a showy. Like, how do you not see the analogy, people? Come on, it's right there. So I love the fact that you got to meet him.
Exactly. All I do is win, Ariel. Yeah. You got to think there's no one else that's on an 8-fight win streak that's not getting a title shot in the welterweight division. It's madness. I should have had a title shot probably like 5 fights in. There's people coming in with like 2 fights getting title shots. So it is what it is, Ariel. Like I said, I take it in my stride. I enjoy the process and enjoy my journey. I keep proving people wrong, and it's all good.
So you got on the microphone after and you called out Jorge Masvidal. You said, "All right, stop being a weasel, let's go." And then he responds kind of on Twitter. What did you make? Do you think this is actually going to happen? Do you feel like it's going to happen?
That's probably the fastest response I've ever seen from a call out. I don't think it's him. I think it's his manager and his Twitter that's writing all this shit. Cause that was fast. And the man just keep ducking me, Errol. I don't know what it is. They keep making excuses after excuse after excuse. So I don't know what it is, but his day will come and we'll see. I know he's a weasel. He knows he's a weasel, and I'll prove to the world that he's a weasel.
Have you guys actually sat down and talked to the UFC, like your management said, this guy, he punched him, whether or not it was a jump, whether like there was an incident backstage at a UFC event. How do we not make this fight happen? Like, it's almost too perfect. Like, why are we not talking about this right now? Has the UFC ever answered that question?
Since the fight, I've approached them many times to say, let's make the fight happen. And they keep making excuses as well. They said George don't want it. They don't want it yet, and they're saying they don't want it. They don't want to make it yet because it's too hostile and blah blah blah. And so I don't know, but that's the fight to make. That's the fight the fans want to see. That's the fight I want. That's the fight everyone wants to see. So let's make it for #1 contender spot, and we go from there.
Oh yeah, that would be huge. Do you feel like it could happen? Are you confident?
I'm confident. There's nowhere for him to go, Errol. Just 2 fights ago, he's on like a 2-fight losing streak. I think it's like 2-2 in his last 4. He's about to get cut from the UFC. So I don't understand what's all this power shot coming from. He's a journeyman in the game, and that's what I believe. He's a small journeyman. He got 2 lucky wins, and now he wants power shot and demanding. Just 2 fights ago, he was about to get cut from the UFC. So. I believe the fight will happen. It needs to happen, and they need to make it happen.
How will you react if he actually gets a title shot before you?
I don't know. I don't know, Errol. I don't know. I don't know. That would be something if they actually did give him a title shot above me. Look at my resume compared to his resume. The street that he's going into a title shot with. You know what I mean? He just fought Ben Askren. I consider him an amateur of the game, and it's mad. It's mad. So let's see what they come back with, and we go from there.
You consider Ben Askren an amateur, really?
He was just 4 Errol. Like probably name on his record, probably like 2, 3 good people. Like I don't think he's all that. He talks a good game, but I don't think he's all that.
So you weren't impressed with that knockout?
What, Masvidal knockout?
Yeah.
Now that was good. That was a good knockout, but he dips the head into a knee like that. And he did the same technique when he fought Darren Till. He charged against the cage and threw the flying knee, and he did exactly the same thing against Ben, but he ducked his head into it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it was a good knockout. I can't take nothing from it. You know what I mean? I'm not a hater. He did what he did, and that's it.
So maybe the best thing for you would be Colby Covington wins on August 3rd. They finally give him that title shot, and they do you versus Masvidal, #1 contender.
That'd be good. But I also have for Usman as well. So
sure.
If that does happen, then I hope Usman beats Colby. Then I'll beat Masvidal. Then I can fight Usman. But that's the perfect.
Are we saying right now though, Leon Edwards is not accepting anything other than Jorge Masvidal in a title shot? Is that what you're saying?
That's it, Errol. There's nothing else. That's 2 fights, so I am not interested. I'm not taking a random fight again, and that'll be it. So still a title shot, the weasel, or that's it.
What do you?
I'll sit down and I'll wait.
What do you think of my idea of having an event in Birmingham, Leon? I feel like that would be the best thing for you to have a whole event built around you, like Darren Till had last year in Liverpool. You should get this. Any talks of this?
That would be a dream come true, Errol. Like I keep pushing it to the UFC. That would be amazing. The last time it came to my hometown was, I think, 8 years ago, probably 9 years ago, with my teammate Vaughn Lee. He made his debut in the show, and I remember going to the show and watching it from the stick. From like the fighter looked small to me at the time, and go back now and to headline the bill in my hometown and to inspire the other kids that was like me back then. To see that you can come from where I come from, then that would be amazing. I keep begging them and pushing them. Let's come back to my hometown. You need to come back. MMA is big here. Everyone loves it here. You need to come back. So I am praying that they come back. And that's one of the two highlights of my career. If they did a title shot and come back to my hometown.
Oh, yeah. That would be magic. One last thing before I let you go. Last week, you spoke to ESPN.com about your upbringing and everything that you've been through. You have been somewhat reserved in talking about some of this stuff, but you really put it all out there. Was that difficult for you?
It was hard. I'm not a very open guy. Errol, I was taught as a kid, you keep your business to yourself, but I thought it was a big platform. There's other kids out there like me, that going through the stuff I go through or worse. So why not tell my story to give them something to inspire them? That you can be anything you want to be in life. You do not have to finish where you start in life, and that's just my story, Errol. I want to keep telling the kids you can do anything. You don't have to just because you start at the bottom. You don't have to finish at the bottom, and I think that's what most kids they think in their head when they start from a bad upbringing. That they have to follow it all the way through to the end of life, and so that's my story. I'll keep pushing that, keep telling everyone around me that, and I'm hoping to inspire one kid. If I do, that'd be amazing. So that's my story, and that's what I want to keep doing.
Have you heard from people since you I know you were focused on the fight, but I saw the feedback was great. Have you heard from people?
Yeah, a lot of people message me on social media, just saying I'm an inspiration and thank you for telling my story and stuff like that. So it was good. At the time, I didn't want to tell it because, like I said, I was taught from a kid that you keep your business to yourself. You don't go around telling your story, but I'm in a different life now. I'm in a total different life from what I was back then, and it's good to tell other kids that, like I said, you can be anything you want to be in life as long as you work hard and dedicate yourself to something. You can be anything you want to be. You can change your family's life just by doing what you want to do and dedicating yourself to anything in life, and that's just it.
Well done, Leon. Congratulations on the victory. Keep it up, my man. 8 in a row now, second longest active streak in the division. The Tim Duncan of the UFC. There he is. Respect that man. Yes. Keep doing your thing, my man. Congratulations. And thanks for doing this. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. It's Ariel Helwani. I just came here to thank you for watching our ESPN YouTube channel. It's the best. You know what else is the best? The ESPN app. You can get highlights, analysis, all that stuff and more. And if you want premium content and live streaming sports, there's only one place for all of that. It's ESPN Plus.